it was an RFN in the room. The Auditor General called me yesterday and said, "Oh, I said, because this is the big deal of the audit report." But let me say it. I mean, this is what the GSC says as its observation. During the audit, we observed from our sample of payment vouchers that management facilitated payments amounting to 2,850,000 plus without evidence of adequate supporting documents such as payment receipts, quotations, contract expenditure, liquidation reports, delivery notes, job completion certificates, etc., where applicable for various expenditures to validate the legitimacy of the transactions. Now, the GSC made a recommendation that management should fully account for expenditures made without adequate supporting documents comprehensively cataloged in Annexure 1 as part of management's response to this management letter. And this is a financial statement audit.
Okay, let me explain this to you. Firstly, let me say this. Next week, Tuesday, the 16th of September, makes me 1 year in the Ministry of Finance. 1 year. This is 7 years with the jail. So I think 14 days. We started 2024 with I call him my predecessor, you know, good friend, Samuel Duotue, was Minister of Finance for a good part of January 2024. So he was the first Minister of Finance for 2024. And then Wema Kamara took it up to July 2024, second. And there was an acting Minister of Finance, Anthony Myers. He had it from July up to the 16th when he turned over to me. So we're talking about 4 persons. 4 persons. Now, this is not to say that anything egregiously wrong happened. Let me say this. I was talking about explaining audit. So, audit, LBS 2025 report in maybe 2026 or 2027 or maybe 2028. What would they depend on? They will say that, you know, the accountant or the report says that Vafle Kamara was giving maybe let's say 2,000 for a workshop. Vafle Kamara for some workshop, you know, broadcasters workshop. Okay. And so the auditors will come and say, okay, you said that, let's see the document. Then your controller will go wherever you can keep document, trying to find stuff, right? Now, when the GSC doesn't find all the document, that's what they said, lack of adequate documentation.
Yeah.
They didn't say no documentation. So when the controller and others cannot give them all the documents or what they consider adequate, they will flag it. They will flag it. But that does not mean that Vafle Kamara did not receive the money. And when in my auditing course, auditors, my students, about what is called alternative procedure in evidence gathering. Now the auditors will come to the Ministry of Finance. We process everything. We keep documentations, but this ministry also have documentations. So we face an archiving problem. Some people don't like to hear it. Go and see the ministry. In fact, we are looking for new structures, you know, to put more documents. All the documents processed in government. Now, of this more than $735 million worth of transactions, GSC identified 2.8 million transactions that they feel, you know, were not supported by adequate documentation. Now, what do they mean? Most of these transactions, I just gave you one. A transaction that took place on the 9th of September. You know, I came in. Most of the transactions took place in Vague. Let me say the first thing. You know, most.
I hope this is not an attempt to shift blame.
No, not shifting blame. But I'm just explaining this. It's not to say anybody did anything wrong. That's why you have, audit findings, then you have investigative findings, forensic investigation. The auditor did not say there was any fraud. The auditor did not say there was any misappropriation. In fact, had there been fraud, we wouldn't have gotten a qualified report. Let me give you this. In auditing, there are 4 types of report. The first, which is the excellent report, is called unqualified report. The second is qualified, meaning it's good, but it's not perfect. Okay. Then the worst report, the bad report is called average. And the worst report is called a disclaimer. In 2023, the Auditor General
of the last administration.
Well, I'm saying in 2023, the Auditor General opinion was average.
Which was worse?
Worse.
Okay.
This average, I know you know definitions. Average. Last year, it was qualified, meaning it was good in all material respects, except for in auditing, we call qualified report and acceptified. These transactions that they say, the documentations were not adequate. Maybe we didn't get a visual finance check. Most of these transactions in 2024. I was not even out of the ministry. The government paid two payments were made to the Ministry of Education. And I would just read the purpose of the payment. Payment to MOE to cover local scholarship arrears to various universities for second semester of 2022-2023. I'm talking about dealing with the past. And for 2023 to 2024, arrears not paid. Now, government paid the total of $423,482. So in that 2.8, this transaction is there as one of the transactions that were not supported by adequate documentation. Many of the entities involved are there. So in auditing, we usually say, you know what, if for high-typing problem of, here is it. The auditors will do their work, sometimes 5 days, they say, bring audit documentation for this. And people get challenged. But in alternative procedure, you can find these particular things, these documents, at the ministries, at the entities. And that's why it's going. The auditors say it should be accounted for. These entities are reporting. It is not a Minister of Finance that sits. In fact, the Minister of Finance signature is on check. You go there, the signature is on check. You don't get into check issuers. No Minister does get into those little details. But let me say this. Look, I gave you this example to try to be a layman on this. Baffling. Assuming you have your son in a high school, I must gonna in a way, Noah's Ark. You pay your son's school fee, right? For the semester, last semester. And you tell your son they should give you receipt. The son went, paid the school fees, and for some reason, he misplaced the receipt or he couldn't find the receipt. He put it somewhere. And then, but at the end of the semester, your son was included in the graduating class. And you at PTA, and you attended the closing program. Now, you are an accountant like myself and others. You tell your son, I'm trying to account for all my finances. Where is the receipt for the past semester? your son go scramble or and why you see or when if he one minute, yes, the primary evidence will be a receipt, but there are other ways to verify. When we talk about alternative procedure, nobody will go to the school to verify. But you wouldn't get clearance for your son's graduation if you didn't pay the receipt. So you're trying to find a receipt. So the absence of that does not mean your son did not go to school or your son ate your money. So that's what it is. So when you hear about not action without supporting documentation, that is it. And let me tell you the solution. Years back, when I was Minister of Finance in my first thing, I know this is a perpetual challenge in auditing. Perpetual challenge. Documentation, archiving. So what we wanted to do was to modernize, computerize the entire process. I come 14 years later. 14 years later, problem that I thought I solved. You know, this what
so system was broken down.
System broken down. Let me tell you something. Some of the things I go through. It's like compare it to you build a 4-story building, right? And then you left. When you come back, you think you want to build your burden will be to build the 5th floor, 6th floor, and what have you. But in some respects, what we inherited is that in some respects, you go into the ground floor, you go into the foundation. So imagine we starting this over again, something that was practically solved 2011. So what are we doing to solve this problem? You know, we're expediting something called an electronic document management system. In advance of this, and that this problem of difficulty locating documents
in essence an implementation of the recommendation during the audit report.
That's why the auditors don't come to say you are stolen. They come and find system weaknesses that you need to work on. But in this environment of auditability, where people project negativity on people, when they see audit report, they conclude. And that is the reason why we are asking for more literacy on these matters. So that's what the auditor said. And so working on it. But these institutions are around. Some of the payment was done to for county health teams, River G or school system, they are all listed. They are all listed. So how come somebody can Augustus government 2.8 million?
So there are two.
Are you a thief wanting your thief rate to be projected on me?
So there are two.
Confess thief rate? Confess. And maybe we'll carry you to the church, and then there will be some penitence.
So there are two sources of getting documents here. If you don't get it from the Ministry of Finance, you can also get it from the spending entity.
Yes, there are a lot of ways to. In fact, that's why we are having strategic competition. I call it doing audit in a global society. When sometimes I don't blame the press. I made right? Have a picture. They will give me some royalties. But when audit reports, when they come out, journalists want to sell. In fact, some journalists came up 78 million. They put me in so-called dollar 78 million. But we will organize these things for people to understand. Okay. The other thing they said, maybe you haven't raised it. I need to clarify that. Besides documentation issue. In fact, we started clarifying it. Payment without legislative approval in excess of budget is another 2.8. There's other key with 2.8. Wow. That's the very thing we're saying. Off budget without legislative approval. Now, let's compare. Let's do some comparison here. This year's report, or last year's report, was qualified, meaning it was good, but there were one or two exceptions that the auditor said we should work on. Last year's report, meaning 2023, was average. The Auditor General said it was bad. This issue about documentation that identified in this year's report 2.8. In 2023, they identified $4.27 million. As in fact, they said, I think they use a harsher word. They said lack of. They didn't say with adequate documentation. Lack of documentation. That's what they said. And then, so if you ascribe thievery to 2.8, are you saying by extension of a logic that the people that headed they stole 4.27 billion in 2023? And some of them were moving around. No. So they say you have that problem in the extent of 4.27 billion. Let me give you another area of distinction. The payment, the total stuff, they say quote unquote over legislative approval, right? 2.8. Do you know what it was 2023? 96 million. I repeat, 96 million in 2023. They said 2.8. 2.8 here. It tells you the system improvement that has happened. So these audit reports are out there. The NSCC, take the audit report because audit reports don't necessarily imply fraud. Now they will take a forensic eye and say, okay, let's investigate. Because for fraud, the definition of fraud is intent and action. Someone could have done this to steal from government, or it could just be errors, misstatement, documentation. It is a responsibility. And I'm asking the
NSCC, I was coming. Do you implore the NSCC? I'm
asking the NSCC to investigate. Whether it is this year or last year's stuff, to pay it. In the previous year of 96, I'm asking the NSCC. This is a clarion call from the Minister of Finance because they are empowered. The GSC does surface stuff. NSCC, please investigate this for this country. Please investigate this for this country. I beg the NSCC to investigate. So
for 2023 and 2024.
2024, 2023, NSCC investigate. Yeah.
Okay.
then this thing will be put to rest.
Okay, Minister. Quite interesting. Let me ask, before we take calls, let me ask about something. I mean, the owner of Spoon, Mr. Stanton Waterspoon, I've got report that he sent you a text calling you a bloody liar, just apart from spewing whatever on his platform. Is that true? Can I see?
It's true.
Can I see?
It's true. Oh,
Yeah, can I
I'm
see?
receiving calls. It's true.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm receiving calls. It is true. You know, he sent me a text.
do you know him?
I don't know. I didn't know.
What have you done to him?
Well, I think I've done something to him. I think on that one, I will confess that I've done something to him. He sits on his talk show and spews out a spoonful of negativity. He creates a hellhole environment around the government, deals with the president. He finds people routinely the other time you're dealing with it. So I'm the new guy to deal with. He sees me as Minister of Finance and we're projecting, we're pushing. He knows that I'm rectilinearly focused on success. And so when you zoom on me, you think you break the number 5, then you break the government. So I've done something to him. He goes, his talk show is huge. It's becoming like a tabloid. Because I usually say, I was telling Jahim and others, report. All I want is balance. Because we do not claim perfection. There are issues that we must work on in this law. And we must be, and you guys are fourth estate, you guys should hold our feet to the fire. But when someone refuses to see light, and every day, I don't know, I may be wrong. There was a groundbreaking ceremony at the last week for the start of the overpass bridge, the construction. I just check whether that was highlighted or even discussed. Find all the positives here. The man goes and says that we're going backward, days or hell. I say that we're going forward. So I don't know him personally. So he hates that. He has gone 1 week saying that I lied about minimum wage. 150. He even have a video. He said I lied. I didn't call his name. I called you. You were at a press conference. I proved to you that I did not lie. If I did not lie, by inference, you can end it. You can end it. So it was immediately after that press conference when I proved that I explained it. He sent me the text.
You said it.
You sent me the text.
Did you do a screenshot of that?
Yeah. It's here. It's here. Take me some.
And also,
I will send it to you.
Yeah. I have to see
that.
And
then calling me a bloody liar. You know, when I was hesitating to come, it was precisely for these moments. But I'm here. Call me what you want.
I mean,
but people know me and people know others. People know me. Some want to sit on a high seat of judgment in white robe and be the one to dole out integrity labels. You will say, okay, this man is clean, and the poor should believe it. Violet Tamara is dirty, and the poor should believe it. No progress. Don't like Monrovia. And when people can see light. So when you continue like that, you make your show to lose relevance. Because your people, there are people who just listen to you. Give them what I call the eclectic panoramic picture. Because if you think that we are weak-kneed people here, that you will sit in one corner and say you'll spew negativity and you'll break the government down, oh, you are completely mistaken. We know, let me say this, I will tell you this. You say you propagandist? When you started this thing, huh? We can wear multiple caps. This government has men, and you will, if it is your duty to go and every day spew negativity, your diet, you feed your people.
I watched the video where he said he doesn't like you.
Yeah, he said, imagine. There's a man, he's doing a quote unquote.
I continue to ask, what have you done to him?
I told you what I've done. If you said nothing is working, I say it's working. I've done something to somebody who cannot stand truth. You're talking about, what have I done? Nothing. I don't know him from anywhere. He sends me a text. He's taking liberties. I just want to know the freedom of information thing you guys talk about. Does it extend to sending somebody a text and calling invectives, using crude and crass language to them? Does it extend to that? But I will forgive him. Send me whatever text. I will forgive
Yeah,
you.
if you don't want to see a text, you can block him.
No. Let him send me. Let him send me. Doesn't move me. When I'm writing my autobiography, this thing will make it richer. It will make it richer. Yeah, those are chapters that people want to read. You see, you'll be featured. And one thing I offer him, you'll be featured. Yeah.
Okay, let's take calls. Honestly, I didn't want to say that because I don't use my platform to elevate another person. I just thought, I was curious because it's almost personal.
No, it's true. It's true.
That it happens almost every day. Anyway, call us on 0770581886, 0770-0775677376. The Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Augustine Gaffon, is here as our guest. Let's hear from this person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Badri, and good morning to Minister Augustine Gaffon. Badri, this is Maurice Moses Monga, and I call from West Mogoka. I am the national chairman for the Bata State.
Maurice, you have 30 seconds, please.
Thank you. Minister of Finance, may appreciate for the good work. But I see two things here. I consulted effort from the opposition to establish a repetition so as they believe that it will lead for our MCC contract, our upcoming MCC contract. That's coming to repetition. That is damage. But we know you to be an effect of a character. Everyone knows in this contract, we have followed you. You are not a thief. People who follow the thief today, they are own record, they are thieves. We know. Look at what you guys deliver. Next 6 million, equal to the city and 2% million.
Okay, thank you very much, Morris. Let's hear from this person here. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, buddy.
Let's hear you quickly.
Let me say good morning to the best family minister in Alconia for the past 20 years. The father minister on his back on a point from Baladio. I never ever listened to a father minister this or 5 this morning. That means you are so energized this morning, like to this point, and let me encourage you. Don't listen to this minister. That's the word that's all that show the something very great. You are doing extremely well for this country.
Okay. My man, but no, I will give you 5.
Okay, fine. I'll make you the 5. I'll make you the 5 seconds. So at the time of the BCC, for us to living here from over 2 years to go Maryland. There's so much things I have in this country. Not going to appeal.
Okay. Thank you. Let's hear from this person here. Good morning. Quickly, let's hear you. Thank you very much. Let's hear from this person here. Morning. Good morning. Your name, please. Go ahead.
Minister, thank you very much for the explanation, for making it clear to the public. Minister, we have been somewhere where you know this is the best minister, but we United Party for the United Party. Senator is the best so-called best role.
Oh, sorry, we don't do that here. Good morning. Good morning. Rena, let's hear you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you. Let me say good morning to the honorable ministers. Good morning to the people of Europe.
Go ahead, Maggie Rena.
Thank you. I activated Maggie Rena, and I do join like this morning from Luja's office in Westport. I'm very nice for justice and accountability. Let me commend for his well-planned deliberations on our country economic factors. However, I have been one person that shared the Liberian people minister has to take in this money and set it off. Not forget, the honorable minister, let me bring this to a certain attention. With all of us that are here, and someone I want you to say, I believe, and now, as the final minister, can you please explain to the public what up to now?
But today's the 8th, McLean. Oh, okay, okay. The minister will respond to that. Good morning. Morning. Your name, please.
My name is Bian and I'm calling you from Apollo Country.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Thank you so much, Minister. We don't want the people to be people for what you're doing. Just do your good work. It will cost a lot of things, but we want people to really show.
Okay.
So, fight for.
Oh, sorry. Let's hear from this person here. Morning.
Good morning. This is Water El Fadro Bani Show from Nima Kande.
Yeah, let's hear you from Nimba.
Let me say thank to the minister. Thank very much for the information provided. We are really happy with the information provided. You are one of the best ministers I ever seen before. The working relationship between here and the deputy minister, the also and all of ministers in Nigeria, the way they're working together to see how best Nigeria to move forward and Nigeria you get on the map. We know we will not sit there for nobody to spoil it. That's why you say the president of the university, she has not been advised the right way, or maybe people around know get the right information, she has proceeding the wrong way. I know that they call you for the university of Nigeria, you want to see the best come from the university of Nigeria. The minister was thank you for the good. Don't respond to Spoon. Spoon can talk about it, that whatsoever will not listen to it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Pablo. This is Milton Yoko. I come from here, the King representing Rara SKD.
Yoko, go ahead.
Let me say thank you to the minister this morning. I appreciate the minister's explanation. I've also learned some things from him. But I have two concerns quickly. The minister can tell us that the national thing is off budget. I want the minister next time, maybe they can recommend that to be part of budget instead of it being off budget. The next one is that the minister explains a lot of good things that is happening. We can see some are not very visible. For example, schools are not yet open because parents cannot afford to pay their children's school fee. So why is the government doing about school fees reduction?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Oh, sorry. Good morning. Hello. Your name. Let's hear you, Leo.
Let me appreciate the father minister for his generation. He's collected it. Let me thank you for the expression transition some of the one hero. And lastly, I don't want to give credit to the sector. That man is on that thing and that's even very well. I would take the attention there. The man that really has to do a lot. So don't get credit on the focus on another word. If you want to put the project forward, that's our prayer. So don't focus on that. Without taking on that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's hear from this person here.
you to the minister. I know.
Oh, we said you coming in very broken. You said? Well, sorry, we can continue with you. Let's take the last caller. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor.
Yes, your name?
How are you this morning?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so my concern this morning has to do with I'm asking the minister directly. There are some of our brothers and sisters who have been teaching at the university for over 5 years and stay on a joint payment system. When is the minister trying to at least
qualified.
I told you about the payment switch that the central bank is leading. What that is going to do is going to digitize the entire economy. It's going to help even our payment system. I think by the end of this month, people, Moon Star and Orange, they don't speak. If you have mobile money on Moon Star, you cannot transact.
Yeah.
But the central bank has led an effort. The central bank governor assures me that by the end of the month, you will start to see that. It's going to help. We're working with the central bank in a lot of ways, coordinating. You see rate reduction happening. The central bank, with our support, took some things on the monetary, the rate, in April.
Mm.
And recently, I was at a meeting where the MPR, the monetary policy rate, was between. Those are hard macroeconomic decisions. The effect now is taking place thanks to the central bank governor and the team. And the fiscal arm we are supporting. Now coming to the polls. Look, the last time I came here and told you that, Minister Samuel Doto and I have come a long way. There are multiple links, multiple friends, and what have you. I was one year ahead, they were behind. And people during our days, they talk about some of the things that happened. One of it, he wanted to be president. I was president also. He wanted to succeed me. That didn't happen. And that we in the Vanguard Student Unification Party ensured the defeat of the opposition. He was a standard bearer. And I know that it didn't come with laughter. And today, if through Mr. Witherspoon, where he's
So did you expect to win that kind of?
No, I didn't expect any win. No, let me say that where the man is doing between the poll, he's the election commissioner. He's saying that on the poll, he's saying that I don't like Gabon. I'm one of the candidates. Think about it. So
that was before you're saying how's doing.
No. I like no. Let me tell you this. I congratulate my friend for the victory on Spoon. First Minister of Finance. Congratulations, D12, for the victory on Spoon. So, I mean,
you want me to conduct a pool right now?
I'm not fixated on pool. Let's focus on work.
Okay.
Because whatever people can do on pools, when we do, the people in their hearts, what they see and what they feel, it's more important. I want to make sure that the lives of people are changing. You talk about harmonization. We deal with it, but we're looking at the fiscal envelope. You see us working here and there, and the Commissioner General, the NRA, and the team, they're doing a good job. This year, people expected doom. Go to February and hear what people were saying. That we have kept steady, is a source of joy that we are still moving in spite of the turbulence. So as we expand the economy, we will look at various sectors and we will be taking positive actions in terms of remuneration. I told you that the situation of the judiciary has changed. Where they were, it may not be everyone in the judiciary, but the people, the judges, the magistrates, and the people on the bench, when I ask them, look, members of the press, go and do some surveys. You will come up with information. So by and large, the president is concerned. That's why every day he's taking actions to change the country positively. We met on Friday in a cabinet meeting, and the president said, do your work, don't mind insults, because it comes with the territory. We are doing our work. I can assure the Liberian people, I came to work for the Liberian people. I always say, and I say it today again, election year is a year that politicians win. But what happens in the middle? People talk 2023, people talking 2029, people will be talking 2025, so 2035. the people need to win every year.
Okay.
And that's what I am going to dedicate all the fibers of my being to achieving. That's why, in spite of all the negativity that I knew would come, that's why I came. Because working with colleagues, one of the guidance of the president, we will take this country from where we met it. We will take the country. We will not be in heaven, but it will not be. It will be materially different from where we met it. That's the assurance I can give.
Just before we leave you, Minister, 2029, are you considering contesting as president?
Listen, let me say this. You see me? My faith is largely in the hands of God. Why will people? One of the reasons why people wouldn't understand, if this man was so fixated on personal ambition, why would I have jumped to take a position from the start? Think about it. Yeah, go around. Oh, no, I'm a man that works and will succeed. Where my success carry me? Who gets afraid? I don't have control over that.
Okay.
Because for me, what is important, and I will tell you something. You know, I'm a poet, right? I'm a poet.
And they say poets know better than journalists.
Well, no, I will tell you something. I will tell you something. Because I've been saying this. I will show you the poem I wrote. This was July 2023. As the country was going to election. I will show it to you. I will say it to you. But the poem is titled, Would You Make Them Winners Too? I was saying that by October, the people will go to the polls. You'll go to the polls. They will stand in long line. They will vote for politicians. After that, will the people win?
Okay.
It's me. I am here dedicated to fulfilling ambition of the people. The people need to win. When we extend electricity, the people win. When the people can move from River G, as my assistant minister did, the people have won. When we expand water supply, for me, that is more important to me, and that's why I came. I will work with all others, and we will have to make the people to win. So whatever that does to my life, God is in control. But my fixation is making sure that the library. I was in Uganda. I was helping to bring smiles to the people of Uganda. You think I came here not to do it for my country? You think that's why I came? All the successes we score out there, we can do it here. And that's the passion that boils in my belly. And I will not rest. Thank you.
Well, what a way to end there. He's Augustine Boye Gafua, Minister of Finance. Many thanks to all of our media colleagues. We cannot name all of them because we'll miss one or two of them. My name is Vafle Kamara. Join the team tomorrow for another presentation of the Super Morning Show. Bye-bye.
Let me say that, please.